Hi everyone and welcome. Stefania Pulio here, and today I wanted to focus on something that has been brought to my attention, and I guess I have gone through it, and a whole lot of millions and billions of people in that world have gone through or not gone through, and that is forgiveness. But not only forgiveness, how do we trust after forgiveness? Can we trust again? Well, this is a really important topic, and I know that, this feeling of betrayal can often leave us feeling totally shattered and disappointed and full of pain and full of hurt. But also, not forgiving can also leave us in bondage, hold us in bondage, and holding the other person in bondage as well, and also preventing us from moving on to be the person that we're really meant to be. I guess it's a bit like that saying that Nelson Mandela once said: resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to actually feel the consequences or die, as he quotes it. But what's really, really important is to understand that forgiveness is something that you don't do for the other person. Forgiveness is actually something that you do for yourself. The root Latin, the word forgiveness, the root of this meaning of forgiveness means a gift, giving yourself a gift. Yes, liberating, giving yourself a gift to forgive, to actually, it's a gift of freedom, a gift of mental freedom, emotional freedom, and spiritual freedom. And once we can understand that that is what's going to free us and allow us to move on with our lives, we really find it difficult to move on and to trust that other person or other people again. Now, sometimes you may want to choose to forgive that person that's wronged you, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you have to put up with any disrespect or emotional abuse from that person. You may wish to forgive and then not have that person in your life, or you may choose to have that person still in your life and make that person aware that they might have to rebuild that trust with you again. But communicating to that person is really, really important. I found that in the past, where I've been hurt and and betrayed and had all sorts of disappointments, after getting over the initial pain and anger and frustration, I found to ask myself, not to sit in that situation for too long, is what have I learned from this situation? What can I take away from this? What has helped me to grow? What's been the lesson, basically? And what's really important to know and understand is if you ask wise questions, you're going to get wise answers. So, forgiveness. So step one, I believe forgiving yourself is really vitally important. Finding yourself with, oh my goodness, how could I have been so stupid? How could I have been so naive? Rather than criticizing and putting yourself down, just really, really forgive yourself and let go of that situation. And step two is actually forgiving that other person. Now, sometimes forgiving that other person can actually be really painful and can be really, really difficult and challenging. And there's many approaches. There's the spiritual approach, there's the psychological approach, there's the faith-based approach, there's also the logic approach. So what I found that's been really important is not so much what approach you use, it's more actually, allowing yourself to be willing to forgive. If you actually allow yourself to be willing, I think that is a big start. And it can also, create some radical shifts in your life by be willing. So how do we actually take the first step? So something that I found has really worked for me, and I would like to share with you, is actually, call on, your God, your Creator, divine source, whatever your language, Smurf angels, whatever your language, call upon your source and say, I don't know how, but I'm willing to let go. I'm willing to forgive this person. And then just let the universe run its course. By doing this, what happens is you're actually starting to begin to break down the walls around your heart to allow the beginning of true forgiveness to set in. So that has really, really been really helpful for me, and I would really love you to actually try this process. Allowing yourself, be willing to take that step in allowing yourself that opportunity of forgiving. So that's really all I wanted to share with you. But what I did want to do is, before I wrap up, is let you know that forgiveness is not a weakness. Forgiveness is actually showing signs of strength and courage. To forgive, it does take a lot of strength and courage, and there's nothing weak about it at all. Okay, I hope you like this video, and if you like it, please press like down below, and I would love you to share it with your friends if you find that it could help them. And I would really be interested to know what has worked for you in the past, how you have coped with forgiveness and trusting again, and getting on with life. Please share, please let me know, and I will catch you in my next video. Thanks for listening. I send you love, I send you passion, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye for now.